Okay, good morning everybody. It's Momin at Momin's Art, and today video is about the cityscape, as I promised last Friday that I'm gonna do a demo and I will explain a little bit. These are basically, these classes are in between the winter and the spring session. I will start classes in sequence, cityscape, landscape, and a seascape also in watercolor. And I will do acrylic class also, acrylic on Friday. Same thing, same subject matter. There will be acrylic classes also on Friday between 10 and 11, and Sunday 10 to 11 is the watercolor class, seascape, landscape, and cityscape. So let's start the class. Before I start, I want to explain a little bit about the painting. I draw this painting already. Let me put the reference photo on the screen, and let's see where's the picture is. Okay, there you go. So you can see the picture on the right side of the screen. Let me just enlarge it so you guys can see what we are dealing here today, and I will explain uh, as I go, as I paint. Here, let me just put this on. There you go. That's a image I'm dealing here today. So this is Toronto Front Street, and the building behind in the midground is called Flatron Building, and there's other name is a Gooderham Building, and behind is a TD Tower, some apartment buildings. So I will show you. Basically, I reduced some of the stuff out of the reference photo, and this demo is basically is how to render a cityscape, and to control the light, the proportion, and how to do the atmospheric perspective in the background, that two buildings in the background. Okay, let me just reduce this reference photo. I'll keep it here very small, so if somebody wants to see, at least he can manage to see it. And here, there you go. So I kept it a little bit smaller, so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, let's start the demo, and basically a class or demo, whatever you call. So first thing first, I'm gonna grab some. Let's say I can go with the lavender. I have a nice lavender in my palette. I'm gonna mix it up here, just beside my where I mix my brown colors. So I will go the just put it a little bit here, and I'm gonna clean my brush. Make sure you have this in your hand, at least so much so you can clean your brushes. Again, using my dagger brush, sable dagger half-inch brush made by Rosemary and Co. The paper is a Fabriano cold press paper, 100% cotton, and rough surface. So it has a little bit rough surface, and cold press, 100% cotton. So let's get these brushes out from here. I have some squirrel brush also I'm going to use, if I see if I can find the use. I have another dagger brush, small, I think 5 by 6 or something, plus sable burn. And I have these two very small, for small work, these small brushes are here, right? So I'll keep the brushes up here, so it will be out of the sight, the pencil, and bring the palette closer so you guys can see more the painting, and I mean more palette and painting, less the surrounding area. So let me just go through with quickly about this painting, right? Like quickly, then I'm going to start the demo. Okay, this is very important. See, as you can see in the reference photo, the light is coming from this side, so the building is kind of lit up from this side, and Here on this side is darker. So you I construct little bit values here, right? The dark value on the on this dome, and I can put some more dark value here. You can do that also, but I tend not to do because the pencil will smudge and create some kind of a dark marks on the paper. So I'm not doing this on this painting. I can do this like that, right? And here. So it has some perspective involved also. So if somebody know how the perspective work, it's okay. See that line here? The vanishing point is here somewhere. It's here, and then if I draw a line here on this building and come. See, I would say here outside the paper. So, and then the other one goes here. So that's how the perspective is working on this painting. And some buildings, I just purposely put some lampposts here to bring some more interest. The CN Tower is not in a reference, it's pushed in behind the TD building, but I uh, changed it. I want to see the CN Tower because it's a Toronto cityscape, right? Without the CN Tower, it would be, although it was there, if you can see, it's pushed here. I mean, in the reference photo. So what I did, I bring it out so we can tell that if somebody never been to Toronto, he can see that. I mean, like this is a Toronto cityscape. Anyway, so this is how you interpret your cityscape and landscape. You leave some iconic mark on your painting, and it will very easy to understand that which place is that, unless it will be a challenge for the audience that see what is this place is. And but this is easy to explain where this cityscape is, right? So here I put some bikers here, a little bit pylon here, just to bring some more interest. Although it's in the reference photo also, and the perspective you can see the lines are going like that, right? And this is the line here, which is the straight line. I put it just beside the building, right? And then this goes like that. So perspective involved, right? And I put a CN tower a little bit out, control the light, and then I'm gonna do some small cars and bikers. So, and some trees here, some canopy here. There's a restaurant beside this building. So I put some the awnings and canopies here. The people basically they dine out here in the summer. So it's a very beautiful place, and if you have a chance, come visit Toronto. There is such a nice place. So much to offer within the old, basically called Old Toronto. So it offers so much within the very small proximity of this Toronto area, right? Anyway, so trees are here, some buildings here, TD buildings. I put it. There's an apartment building right behind the tower. So I took it out because I don't want to be. I need this very clean, and I don't want to be merged with any other structure or whatever. I want to make sure because this is my focal point, right? The building, right? And so I want to make sure it won't mingle with any other object. So I took it out, no problem. You can, if you want, you can put it here a little bit, move it here. If you still want to keep it, you can just move here. No one knows that what you did, but the building will be still be there, right? But it just moved here. These TD buildings are not in my way, so I left it. I don't want to put this building in the middle. That's not a. You can put it if you want. There's some building in the middle, but I would not put it because it feel like these two buildings are connected. So I will just keep it open. All right. So let's start. I will grab my brush, dagger brush, get some lavender color, and I will put some Prussian blue, mix my nice sky color. And I today painting is a lot of the lot of cutting involved, like you need to preserve the white of the paper, right? So you need to be a little bit careful if you want to use the masking fluid. You can use the masking fluid. I don't use masking fluid. I used to use, but I don't use this anymore for certain reason. I will explain in a separate video. Otherwise, it'll take so much of the time. So that I didn't use. So here, okay, I put a little bit lavender and Prussian blue, and I'm constructing these very flat skies. I'm not here for the sky, so I will keep it very a little bit darker. So I need to get these buildings a little bit more because the CN tower, the edge, the point of the tower is kind of a white. So I'd rather keep it a little bit dark, the skies, although it's gonna go lighter because the watercolor get lighter as it goes as it dry, right? So here I'm keeping it not painting on the CN tower. I'll keep that white of the paper, although I can use the white paint at the end, but I today is I just keep it. I use this less white. If I need it, I'll use it, but just to show you like what can be done with this type of painting. And I'm going down, keeping the white of the paper as much as I can, and then you go clean your brush, and then just make this white the blue color, let's blend in into the these building on the bottom. That you don't need to worry about too much. Now I'm gonna go work here a little bit, here, smudge it out, spread. If you think it's too dark, you can just always put some water and keep it lighter. It's all up to you. It's not a problem. Watercolor is the best medium, and you can change it, the consistency of the color, just by adding some water. See that I can lift the colors here, I can bring it out, and just throw it out of the paper by just pushing by the brush. With it, a dry brush works really good, and if you have a little bit wet brush, it's not a problem either. So because at this stage of the wash is not a very problematic, and but if soon as it start drying, then it will create a problem for you. So be careful. If you it's a very short amount of time for you to edit your mistakes in watercolor. If you wait and once the wash is dry, then you will have or maybe the danger zone is when the wash is like a semi dry, right, like in the middle somewhere, and then if you put a water or pigment on the paper at that time, then it will create some problem for you. It will bring some texture. They call cauliflower. It is a it's kind of a texture, right? So I wouldn't call them cauliflower. So going, and keeping the white of the paper. Let's reduce this building a little bit. I don't want anything near to this building, right? This is I want to keep it as open as possible, not jammed with the other stuff. Otherwise, it looks not very good composition wise. Okay. Let's spill some that color here and there because I still have some color, and I have some previous brown mix, I think yellow ochre, Rossiana, and some gray color. So I will use that color for the street color, right? Just put a little bit here and there, and a little bit here. There, cut it out. Lot of, like I said, today painting is a lot of cutting in and out, in and out. So this is a painting that requires a little bit of attention because you need to work a little bit carefully. Sometimes you can easily delete something that you don't want at the building or something, right? So a little bit careful with that type of painting. Now I'm going to use some gray color. I have it on my palette with the French ultramarine, and I got a nice sepia color. I can mix a nice dark gray color by mixing. You can get a burnt sienna and uh, cobalt blue or ultramarine blue. Any type of color will work. So I would put a little bit dark value here just to have check, see how it looks, and then I will smudge it by just making a little bit these cars here. I'll keep them open. Okay. All right. So here street colors are done, and I will try to put some more structure, but it's such a small painting, right? You don't want to go and jam so much stuff in a small place. Here, this building, that's some building in the background. It's got a little bit yellow color, so I will put some yellow color here. Just vaguely, you don't need to explain too much because this is a very small painting, and you can get away with those things. Okay, let's see. What's the? Let me turn on my other phone so I can see. Okay, so let's get this buildings done in the background. Let's push this down, the gray color kind of going up, which is fine. It's not a problem. I'll put some orange color also here. Just just push some colors here and there, like it's a cityscape, so you can have anything you want. But the CN Tower, I will keep it. I actually am going to show you later on because I kept it at the end, right? And then I'm gonna work on these small buildings here. Keep the awnings open because I need the white of the paper. Here I don't need to. I'm not gonna paint on those the canopies and awnings because this is the this is the beauty of the watercolor. You want to keep this white of the paper by instead of putting a white paint or something, you can have this. Let's get some raw sienna mixed with my orange color, and I will start putting on these buildings on the other side, right? So here, let's get some cadmium yellow also. That's a very sharp cadmium yellow, so I will get some burnt sienna, a little bit tone it down, right? And let's get this building done. I don't want to go too much too bright color because it's not my focal point, so I keep it light as possible. And I want to put some dark value here at the edge of this building. So what happened, I'll keep this space light, or either dark or light, because I need this to be more visible, right? So done here, this building, I put it, and let's get some dark value here on the rooftop. Let's put some wet into wet, put some burnt sepia color. Actually, it's a burnt umber, I believe. It's either both colors are more or less same. It's not that much difference between those two colors, but you need to be careful when you're working on this because they sometimes those colors make a little bit difference too, right? So you have to be a little bit careful when you're mixing your gray color. You have to be a little bit careful that what type of color are you looking for. Okay, so here let me just check the health of my network. Let me see what's going on. I think let's check. Okay, I think it's a kind of a pause or something. I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, I think it's okay. I can hear my voice on the phone. I have the phone here so I can see, I can monitor what's going on. Okay, let's go do this building. I have a Prussian blue, nice Prussian blue. You don't want to put Prussian blue straight on the these buildings, so you go with the a little bit tone it down, and I will keep the light, the white of these the edges of the, because this building is kind of a it's those are buildings, beautiful buildings too, the TD Towers in Toronto. So it's very hard to render because it's the architecture of these buildings are very, I mean, a little bit harder to render. So if you go in a smaller detail, it will take so much of your time to just to render that type of structure. So I will just go vaguely, put a little bit Prussian blue and a gray mix, and then I will keep some white open, right? Because of the light, I'm assuming the light is coming from here. Let's put some and pick up some dark value. Let's get some soft edge here and just put it here also. And I will go grab some nice burnt sienna, and let's mix some of my grays here because I don't want to disturb that gray here. So burnt sienna, burnt umber, whatever color you have, you can mix your grays. Like I said, I always the gray color is the mostly used in your painting, so I will try to explain how to mix your gray color. So right, let's get some burnt sienna and maybe cadmium orange. Get some nice brown color here at the edge of this building. I'm excited actually. I want to see how this painting will come out. Although so far is good actually. I can see the painting is coming good. So sometimes a little bit disappointment also, but it's okay. It's a part of the painting process. Now I'm gonna go and put some cadmium yellow here because I need some green trees here beside this building. So I will put vaguely, because the paper is very wet, so I will put some cadmium yellow here, there, because the street is going and there's some trees, there's some baskets are hanging on the tree. I don't want to go too much, but I will go a little bit here, there to keep I'm gonna put some phthalo blue or Prussian blue in it and get a nice green color, right? It's just like that. And I will keep this building open. Let's put some more Prussian blue, get beautiful green color like that, and go a little bit up to, you don't need to work up to here, just go a little bit up. And here, let's pick up some color here. Let's do the building first, right? I forgot I should do the building first, but it's okay, it's not too late. So here, because those two buildings are same, right? So you need to be careful. You just go with the same color with this two buildings, right? So I should done this building with the same colors because these two buildings are they're same, like there's two towers, right? And here, let's get this ash done. Put some here. See, that's easy, right? I can paint the sky on this painting and this building, but I purposely left these buildings to show you guys how to keep the white of the paper, right? And it will be a very good idea to, if you want to practice, if you don't want to go into too much work, you can always put some this building after when you finish your painting or something, right? Here, some more, clean it up your brush. Let's put some these edges of the building, a little bit here, there. Let's put some dark value here. I have a Payne's gray. I can use the Payne's gray also. Let's get the dark color very quick. I have some green color. I mixed it up earlier in the class. I think was it last night, or I was teaching in Toronto, so I have some dark green color, which I can use here, right? Put it a little bit here, there, so you can create a little bit depth into your painting in the early stage. Get some lemon yellow, or maybe I have the green color in my, I think it's a sap green or sap or some other green color, so I can just put some, just drop it, you know, create a nice variation of the colors here with the green, right? Because all the trees are not one color, so it could be a different color. So okay, and a little bit now, Payne's gray again. Always, I would never put my Payne's gray straight unless I need it. I just try not to put straight on my painting because I always mix, tone it down a little bit with the other colors. I'm keeping this white for any reason, like I can use for something. If you want, you can delete it. You don't need to keep it. Right. Today painting is kind of a more like a small work, so I would just go and I try to work a little bit faster. And now grab some lemon yellow, right? And just drop some lemon yellow so I can have some more variation in those trees, a little bit here and there. Just put it like here, there. Bring it down here. And I think that's it. I don't want to go too much on these trees. So building, see that wash I put it, now it's kind of a little bit creating a problem because it was the previous wash I put it was very unmature wash, right? So now I put a little bit, my brush has a green color, so see that it's creating a problem now. So you need to be very careful when you're working on that type of painting. You need to washes are like you need to wait until it dry, right? If you don't let them dry, then it will create a problem. I can still, because it's the wash on the sky is still wet, right? It still has some kind of dampness in it, so you have to be a little bit careful with that type of work. Now I get some uh, cadmium orange mix with my previous yellow ochre and mix. I will go and put some in this building now. Let's block this building. Get some dry brush marks also because you can use it for any other reason, the windows or something like a white surface, right? I will go keep some white open, or you can just block it the whole thing, and you can create with the white of uh, the white color, right? And here, but the windows in the front, definitely I'm gonna keep it white because I don't want to put, wherever you see it's more white color, so you need to put a little bit, what do you call that, you keep that white open, right? I'm gonna clean my brush because I see a lot of water in my brush, so I have to be careful here because I don't want to mix this part of the painting with the green color. So if you put a little bit green color, then the whole painting will be a problem. So you have to be a little bit careful here. The awnings, I'm keeping it, right? Awnings, I'm keeping the street level building color, it kind of dark because it creating a little bit shadow. And I will keep some white open as you can see, and a little bit mark here with this structure of the building. And let's put this a little bit dry brush marks and keep those white open of the edges of these windows in this building. A little bit white open at the edge, so I can use for any other reason. A little bit water, and I will go carefully here because I need to keep those windows open. And this side of the building, and let's go here. Okay, here. If you can just keep it open. A little bit edges also, like here. Yeah, and now it's getting straight, right? As it's come down, the structure, the perspective is getting a little bit straight, and I will keep this a little bit dark. You know what? Let's put some more cadmium orange. I want to get a little bit more punch to this building. A little bit here, orange color here. Now make it a little bit dry brush mark. I can use some burnt sienna, make it a little bit dark at the side of the building, and the where the light is casting a shadow, the edges and all these small stuff casting a shadow. So I will keep this open and a little bit dark, so I can have some burnt umber or any. Oh, I put too dark, so I need to pick up this color because it's too dark. I don't want too dark color here, and I need this building to be nice and beautiful. Let's get mix some more orange color. Actually, the roof has some green color here, right? So I will pick up that orange color and let's leave it a little bit, not too much. So here I'm gonna get some green color here with this building. Let's get this. I think this green works better. Straight. Let's mix it up with the other color, and then I will start putting this green color here on the canopy also, because we're running out of, we have a little bit time left, so a little bit Prussian blue and make this green color a little bit different, because that green color is very different. It has a that the copper type of rusty colors, you know. I'm not sure how many of you know this type of color. So here, you know what, let's put some lavender in it, try to tone it down, because it's kind of a green, and it feel like it's a part of the trees, right? So here I think it's better now, a little bit better here. That these this, see that now it's intrude here a little bit green color, which I create the problem for myself, but I'll fix it, don't worry. A little bit green color here, and then clean my brush and go with the orange color here on the top of this dome. The window on this side is shallow because of the perspective, and I'll get some more cadmium orange, a little bit sepia color, and then I will start putting the edge of this building, so because it's casting a shadow here, right? Go down all the way, and the edges also a little bit edge here, there. Let's put a brown color here. Just go straight a line here. Let's create more structure in this building. And a little bit on the bottom of the building. Let's do quickly because I don't want to be here all day. And let's put street level. Put some French ultramarine and some. I have this Naples yellow in my color palette. It works really good with those small stuff. Okay, here. Okay, let's do quick. I wanna work a little bit more quicker. Let's get some more cadmium orange. Nice color. Put some more dark value here on this side of the building, right? And keep some white open, so it'll be create a little bit light effect also. And here, a little bit white here, and smudge it out. If you want, you can energize by just mixing to a little bit more cadmium orange, and it will be. But I wouldn't do at this stage, because since we don't have enough time in the painting, and you don't want to work all day in your painting, so I would go a little bit quick and get it done. And then if you want to get a more dark color, you can glaze it, you can put some color at the end, create some more depth into your painting. But right now we are okay. Here, let me just do doodling here. Let's put some dark value because there's some shops underneath of this building, and a little dark here, dark here. Let's introduce some French ultramarine. I don't want to put very dark gray color because otherwise it doesn't look very good. You know what? I will make this kind of a little bit light effect on this building by leveraging this gray color here. Might as well. Some kind of a shadow of a structure maybe here in the background. So I will take the advantage of that part. Get some more orange color here, put it here, put here, and then I will go a little bit underneath this structure also. It needs kind of a brushwork. This painting is you need to be a little bit careful because it requires a brushwork like you're doing a doodling or something. And I'm putting a little bit burnt sienna and burnt umber and a cadmium orange to that part of the building because there's the windows here. Now let's get some more burnt umber. Oops, too dark. So here, too dark. Too dark. You don't want too dark unless you need it, but I wouldn't be putting too dark here. And these windows, let's create these windows quickly. And a little bit here, a little bit there, just extension of these. Make it a little bit darker so I can have these awnings more visible, right? Let's put some dark value here, some tables here. I don't want to put a figures here because it's too small painting, so I wouldn't be worried. A little bit ultramarine blue, little dark value here, there. Create some more bring some more contrast to your painting, and then the street level. Let's do a little bit gray color. So I build this the apartment building here on the side, and I will create some structure and just quickly. I don't want to wait too much because otherwise it'll be a little bit challenged to create that type of structure here. Let's do it quickly. And if you want, you can do a cross with the little bit orange color because since it's, the building has a, so you can do also here like straight, some straight, but don't do too much. I think I did too much, so I will just take it out because you don't want to overcrowd anything that not a interest in your painting. Just leave it like that, Let's make it a little bit dark here so it'll bring some more contrast, and I can put some trees here also, right? Let's get some green color because it's kind of a little boring here at this side of the painting, so I will put some trees here. Let's put some street level trees. Get some lemon yellow. Put some lemon yellow, and the trees are done. Perfect. This looks good. Actually, it bleeds the color so good. And I will put some Payne's gray, get more dark green color, and I will put some here on the street level. That's it. A little bit here, there. Just bring some more depth into the trees or whatever. Here, done. Okay, and I will get this painting quickly. I want to render and then put some dark value here on this side of the building. If it is too dark, you can always, like I said, always pick it up. So see that whatever is in the painting, it's you can practice here by just let's say you have a problem with bikers. You don't want to, you have a challenge to making these bikes people, right? So you can always do on the side, like see that handlebar here, some bars here, and then his hand here, the shoe, the pedal. You don't need to explain too much, right? You just go and then you grab the orange color and just put it on his head. That's it. That's all you need basically. And you go grab some cadmium red, mix it up in a Prussian blue. Actually, I need this color, so that's a beautiful color. And then you do the shadow. We're gonna do the same thing in the painting also. So this is a good exercise for you guys to show what I'm gonna do here. There you go. So that's how you render small stuff, right? The cars and the figures. If you want to do a figure, let me go a little bit here so you can see clearly. If you want to do a figure, let's say you want to put a figure here, is walking towards, although it's not in a painting, right? I can put it. I can make his one leg shorter so it feel like he's walking from us. And I will grab some sepia color, nice sepia color. Let's put it here and just put a little bit here and there because this is what happened. It create more depth into this figure and give him something like a carrying a shopper or something, right? Other hand and cast shadow. You grab some gray color and cast shadow. Actually, it's too big. See the pylon here is too big. I delete this pylon or I'll keep this figure. So now is the both is a very good example. They're proportionally very not very good, right? So I can go and delete this figure. I don't want this figure, although it was in my painting. So oops, I made a mess here. Let's get a nice clean paper so I can pick up. I just spatter something, the gray color, and then I just take out this figure. So you understand, right? Here, let me do it here quickly. So there, I put some sepia color, and then you can do one leg a little bit up, and then you do the face, and you do the arms carrying something, shopper or anything, and here, there you go. So that's how you do figures, right? And gray color with the shadow. So here, shadow attach. That's how you attach certain things to the ground, right? If you don't do the shadow like this, then it will be feel like it's walking in the air, right? Let's give him a nice coat also, coat color. They're going away from us, right? So the face will be darker. If you make the face orange or yellow or whatever color you have, then what happened? It feel like they're walking towards you. So that's how you differentiate between going away from you or coming towards you. Okay. And let's get this. This not a part of the painting right now, so let's get this done. Let's grab some dark color. Let's make some dark color. French ultramarine, burnt umber, beautiful colors, and I will start putting some dark values here. And I did some work here with the tree and everything. And now let's go do some dark values here, there, so we can finish the painting, okay? Here, right, I am going to put some cadmium orange here, vaguely, because these are, I think these are like a building, like an old colonial type of houses here on the side of this street. So I will erect these a little bit kind of a dark orange color, and I will grab some kind of awnings or something on this building. Let's get some burnt umber. What happened? I purposely introduced this part of the that part of the painting. I mean, like on this side, that type of structure because it brings a contrast to my painting. So here, let's put some dry brush marks. Get this more darker, but I'm not blocking the orange color, so I'll keep the orange color open and a little bit water and very dark gray color, bluish gray color, and I will put this little bit marks here and there, And you know what? Let me grab my other brush. Because it's time for do the lot of doodling in the work. So let's put some more French ultramarine and get this done. Now there's a lamppost here. I can erect this lamppost quickly, right? And you know what? I will wait for the lamppost. I'll go do the CN Tower. Or you know what? Let's finish those buildings first on the background. Let's do these. Because otherwise it'll be a... And I will put the windows like this on this building. Because the other... remember the other one wasn't looking very good. The crosshatch on that. So I'd rather put something very pale gray color. Make them look like a building, right? You don't want to be going too much detail, but just a little bit hint at what it is in the background, and that's it. Let's put some antenna here, a little bit antennas. Just bring some more energy into my painting. Okay, done. And I will go and a little bit work on this dome also. Let's make it give some dark value on this side of the dome so it'll be more prominent. And a little bit here, soften the edge. Soften the edge. And a little bit more gray color, and then I'm going to start putting on the smaller detail because its brush is designed for the smaller detail. You cannot do a bigger washes with this, so it just for the small jewelry work if you want to perform. Here on the windows I'm putting a little bit dark value on the at the edges because the light is coming from here. Now I'm going to bring some depth into my painting quickly because we are running out of the time. Only 15 minutes left. Okay, here. Okay, let's get some more dark value, and I will create this staircase, which is the beauty of this building. Not too dark because otherwise it will start showing, so keep it a little bit easy on that. Some people get excited. They said, oh, that's a nice part of the building, so we just go for focus more, but just a little bit, it's okay. Let's get some green color and start putting here on this roof surface. Okay, and now go back to these staircases quickly. You don't need to explain too much, just a little bit. The platform, right? And then staircase with the smaller brush. Another platform, and it goes down. They kept it because it's a very beautiful part of the building. And then I will go clean my brush a little bit and cast some shadow here also of this staircase because this light is coming from here. And then I will bring some Prussian blue in these windows a little bit at the edge so I can create some light. Maybe the curtains are up or down or whatever. Here, let's put some here. A little bit, not too much. Some has, some doesn't have. So you can, either way you can do. Right? And then grab some sepia color, nice dark color. Mix it up with the orange color, and then I will start putting a little bit, not too much. You don't want to go into too much of a detail, otherwise it'll be a kind of a little bit problem, which I'm doing it right now. I'm stuck in a little bit detail work. Here, Okay, I think this is enough. I think I've done enough here. I don't want to go too much. Let's make them some windows half open, some are full. Put some French ultramarine on the top of these windows, and some here, some gray color introduced at this these windows also. Quickly, the edge, because you want to create some depth into this building, right? Not too much, otherwise it will be stuck here like I do. And a little bit gray color here on the rooftop, bring some more depth into these dormers or whatever you call that. Uh, this is a beautiful building, right? You should see, if you visiting Toronto, you should go and see this building. This is a beautiful building. Okay, let's do these. You know what? I will leave this two towers. I don't want to explain too much. I was going to do something like this, a little bit more marks like that, which I can do, but it takes so much of time, right? Let's go do quickly. Bring more some energy because we have to deal with the CN tower. Then we have to deal with the small stuff here and there. Let's get some more watery, very light color because we don't want to go do too much here. A little bit edges here like this. Okay, let it merge into this green. Let soften it out so it'll be get submerged into these greener. Make it like a atmospheric perspective. Here also, I would do the same thing. Let's get some. Let it submerge into this the bottom part of the, and a little bit here. Let's put some energy marks here. Define the shape of the building, what the shape is. This is okay, actually I can do here because these some are like edges here there, so that's fine. And then a little bit green color into the top. This is some box logo of the TD or something. Okay, here and now I'm gonna grab some yellow ochre, beautiful yellow color, pink color, and I will start putting on this CN tower, right? And I will submerge again like I did on the other building. I will get this disappear, and better yet, let's get some dark green color and just put it here so it will be gone into this dark color here. Let's get this under control. You don't want to do too much, right? Yeah, otherwise it will start showing. So be careful when you do a small space. You need to be a little bit careful. And the bottom, I will create. Let's put some dark value here, and a little bit dark value. I mean, a little bit yellow ochre here, and create some type of depth into this CN tower. And the cadmium red, famous cadmium red, I will put the ring. It has a small ring, which is the very iconic ring. I will put a red ring here. Clean my red. I spilled it in a yellow ochre mix, and now I'm gonna go do the top tower a little bit at the edge, not too much. You don't want to do too much, otherwise a little bit here. Careful here because if you ruin this part, then the whole painting will be it will be a little bit problem, right? So you don't want to mess here. You have to be a little bit careful here. Okay, I will put some orange color here to a little bit more energize this painting, and a little sepia color, bring some perspective here, some galleries or something, like although they are not there, but I will put it some windows. on this side of the building, right? And get some French ultramarine, put it here. Bottom part is dark, right? The top part where the less light is going, is get lighter and lighter. But the bottom part, it's a good thing. You can create a nice contrast in your painting by just introducing those colors. You know, when I was going to put a pylon here, or just I'm going to put a figure here. Basically, that white portion I will use for the figure. Let's do the cars. Let's do quickly let's do a car like a blue car, because we don't have the blue color here, so I will might as well do the blue color car here quickly because we don't have the time. I'm going to finish this painting. The plate, a bit pillar here, car underneath, the headlights. It's more in a perspective, so I will go grab some Payne's gray, just put it underneath the car like that, right? And the wheel, not too much, otherwise it'll be it looks it can be a problem for you. So a bit here, there. Let's put a little bit dark value here on this side so it creates more depth. And there you go. That's it. Done. So the car is done. Now let's give him the cycle person. Give him a yellow vest, right, and the orange face, right. Hand on the handlebar, and I will grab some Payne's gray. Put some here, mix it up with my French ultramarine, tone it down, and I will do this bikers quickly since we don't have time. Handlebar, a little bit axle here, axle there, and here there's another one. The cars are casting shadow. I'll do it later. Actually, I don't want to go do everything in one shot. Okay, the cycle is done. Let's give this person a little bit green t-shirt. Let's do the green t-shirt. The person behind. And some random color, maybe a little bit dark color, right? And then the cast shadow. Purple color for the cast shadow, very light purple color. And these cars actually in the back, I will keep them a little bit, I will do maybe a red car or something in the background. Let's get some. And I will do these cars as a red because it's the blue and red will be side by side, bring more contrast to my painting. And I will put it here. Another car, dark color, very dark sepia color for the wheels and all that. And she will be coming right behind this car. And some light posts here since it's my brush. So perspective again, you need to go a little bit more. This is a good chance to show you how the perspective works, right? How this perspective here, and then when it's closer, it get one level, right? It don't see the perspective anymore. And these posts are a little bit lamp on the top. I remember they have a distinct type of lamp post here. I'll put black. I'm going to put a white here eventually because these black marks are not looking very good in the painting. Here, let's do this pylon here a little bit quickly. And the sepia color, get some sepia color, get some dark value, get the little bit more. Let's do the little bit windows structure here on this side of the painting. Get a gray color mix. And these cars and all that, I'll keep it. And the shadow, these bikers, because the light is coming from here and here, and this car shadow like that. Not too much because I don't know it's disappear on the back of this car, so I'll keep it a little bit so it just doesn't look very bad. Like you can keep it a little bit lighter. Little brown color on the street level. I will put a little bit mark here so it will explain that how the streets are formed. Like a straight is coming here, and then I can put some marks here also if you want. It's up to you. You can delete it or you can leave it, whatever you want to do. Okay, so let's do some here of the CN Tower and a little bit mark here, and the under the canopy I will keep it dark, bring some more depth, right? And a little bit Prussian blue into the wheels of this car and the windshield of this car, right? And then windshield of this car also. Very pale type of gray color with the Prussian blue in it. And now we'll put some Prussian blue at on the back of these cars, whatever is coming in the back, right? And these lampposts will cast some shadow, so I will go a little bit. And these awnings I will keep in a little bit dark here on this side because again it's casting a shadow also. So here, okay, and let's get some white color now. Let's finish this painting because it's going a little bit over here. White color, opaque white, poster color, use it all the time. And what else? I need to finish. Although it's a lot of here, the pylon in the front. We delete the figure because it's a pylon. Let me just erect this. Otherwise, I delete a nice figure on the. Now let's grab some Payne's Gray straight from the tube. You don't need to worry about because this pylon. I need a dark mark. It will dissolve into the orange, cadmium orange anyway. So here the casting shadow, this pylon, create a nice bright and sunny afternoon in Toronto. And yeah, it looks let me tone these bikers because I put a little bit. You have to be careful when you putting this sepia color straight from the tube. Sepia is tend to not dissipate too much out of the paper, so you have to be a little bit careful when you're using the sepia color. You don't want to do too much, otherwise it will be like a black color on your painting. So let's do the white. Quickly put in a lamppost, because these lampposts is like so dark, and I don't want to get this too dark, and let's tone it down. And better yet, you can put a little bit white streak on the sides so it create more depth into your painting. Feel like light is coming from here, but don't go all the way because some light is blocked by these buildings here. I'm going to show you that would be the end of this painting. That's actually the beauty of the painting. Here, cast shadow halfway, light, cast shadow. I mean that the light exposed to the light halfway. Here, I did too many lamps. Like I shouldn't do that, but it's okay. Let's get it going. And some cadmium yellow if you want. You can put some cadmium yellow if you need more. Like a punch in your painting, you can go put some cadmium yellow into these lamps, and it feel like a nice, beautiful turn on light. Okay, now let's do. I spilled some color here, so I can make a bird here. Just put another stroke, and it see that it kind of create a nice pigeon here on the horizon. I mean on the sky. Here another one. Maybe just put one here. Some pigeons are sitting here enjoying the weather, the nice afternoon, bright sunny afternoon in Toronto. A little bit here, and then get the gray color and the cast shadow also. because you need to attach them to the ground. Here, done. All right. So what else? Let me do, you know what? Let's do this as a pigeon also because it's kind of a random mark. I can do as a pigeon here. It's flying or something in the painting. Although it was a kind of a little mark here, I create this as a pigeon. All right, done. And now it looks kind of a, like I said, the sepia color straight goes on it on the painting. It kind of not very good. So here I'll put some more blue color on this windshield. Let's see how it looks. And I will pick up, I think it doesn't look too good, right? Let's get some orange color and put it here. Bring some more energy in your painting, right? Put some here, okay? So that's it, done. What else is left I was gonna do? I think that's it. That's all it is. And if you want, you can go over another time. If you have time, right? If you have time, you can go on this dark side of this building. Get it a little bit more darker, like this. Just put a little bit gray color, and it will create a nice shadow here. And I can do now. I can do a light. Also, you can go with the see the casting shadow of this awning here on the tower or dome. It creating a nice like a round, right? The structure is round, so you're creating a nice round type of light. And the lastly, let's get some cadmium yellow mixed with my beautiful get a purple color, and I will put some shadow here also on this building like that. Right, make it a little bit dark. Be careful, you don't want to go into lamppost or something. Keep some open, some areas open, right? And that's how you create the light. And I will go a little bit smudge it out, make it a little softer. There you go. So because it's building, I was gonna do more, but I just kind of a little bit. I said otherwise it would be too much. So that portion of the building will be darker, and the top will be lighter because it's a casting shadow of this building, and it creates a nice effect also, right? So you can do that. If you want to leave it open, that's fine too. You don't need to do that. So that's it. Painting is done, and I can do more. I can go clean it up more. And let's get this a little bit paler. This is too kind of shocking color of the green box. So you can do more, but I would stop at a certain point and don't get into too much of a detail on the painting. So here, I think painting is ready, and yeah. So that's how you render. I sketched it before the demo, and so you can train yourself. Let's do a little bit shadow here also on the CN tower of this building, and I forgot this lamp also. Let's get you don't want to put too much white also. That white color is kind of it helps, but it just doesn't look too good, right? Sometimes, so you have to be a little bit careful when you're using this white color. Okay, so let's zoom in, and so we can see what happened to this painting. Let's get zoom in. Here, let's move my palette. So the figures on the side, and there you go. So this is how you render, although I can go and do some more work because I don't like certain things in the painting. Maybe this bikers, I need to be clean it up more, make it more like too heavy, that I put some sepia color. So I would, you can make it lighter and give more detail. But this is the focal point, right? This is the building which we were focused on, and this come out good. It create a nice light on the windows, and I put a little dark value here, so this side of the building is creating a shadow. And yeah, and the figures. Before you do your painting, you see the reference photo on the right side. You need to ask yourself, what do you want to keep it and what do you want to take it out. If you want to keep these cars, you can keep it. You said, I want to keep my painting clean, right? I need to have some kind of a door open for my audience so they can go inside and they can visit this building and they can browse. Only time if you painting is done properly, composition wise, color wise, and structure is good, people will tend to stop and they go inside your painting and they can go and browse around, like what is this painting is all about. And the figures, and if you want to practice before you don't know how to do these figures, so you can always go before you do and you work, you can design here and then you come back here. Okay, and the sketching part is a little bit tough on this type of work. If you are not good at sketching, then you can practice, you can go work more and more, get the sketching part done, and train yourself for this type of painting, right? So I would say this is for like more like intermediate and advanced level type of, but the beginners can learn also from this type of paintings, like how to control the light. Just watching me, right? Just pay attention. What I did, I put a dark value here. I put a little bit dark. I create a light of this building, casting a shadow on the CN Tower. So that type of stuff, it helps. And then background building, you don't need to pay too much attention. Just go vaguely paint in and bring it in, because it's a Toronto, right? And CN Tower, all that. The main focus is this building. You need make sure that this done properly and it looks good also. These cars, cycles, pylons, all that stuff helping this building. Okay, so I will finish this video here, and I'll see you on basically I'll see you on not this Tuesday, maybe not, but Friday I'll see you with the acrylic painting demo, acrylic painting basic stuff, what you need, how to start a painting in acrylic, how to gesso your paint, how to prime your canvas, how to there's another thing I want to bring in, maybe on a Sunday, next Sunday I will do a watercolor on a canvas by using the watercolor gesso. I will show you how to gesso your canvas so you can use your canvas as a watercolor paper. Okay, so that is a good thing to watch and learn, and I will put actually a little bit a picture on the I done few paintings, so I will put some. Okay, I'll see. I think my camera battery died down, so I'll see you next week. Thank you so much for being here. Please subscribe the channel, and I'll see you on next Sunday with the watercolor gesso and canvas. Thank you.